We are live, sir.
Yeah, okay. Let us wait for 1 or 2 minutes so that the students can join.
Sure, sir.
How do I share my screen?
Sir, I will be giving you the administrator privileges and you can share the screen from there on, sir.
Okay.
Sir, the top bar, can you see 5 icons which are made, sir?
Yes.
We have the video, turn on, turn off. Then we have the mic. Then we'll have background effects. And then we have turn screen share on, sir. Is it showing for you, sir?
Fourth one. Yes, now it's on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whenever you are wanting to share the screen, you can do it with that option, sir.
Okay, done.
Yes, sir.
சொல்லுங்க சார். garden. Okay.
Sir, shall we start with the event, sir?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, sir. I'll go ahead. Hi, hello, namaste, vanakkam, and a very good afternoon to every person watching this webinar. நான் தான் உங்கள் host மற்றும் தோஸ்த் பிரசன்னா வெங்கடேஷ் பிள்ளை, freshman, computer science and engineering. Before starting the event, I would like to give you all a friendly reminder to keep your masks on wherever you go, because we are all responsible citizens, and with great power comes great responsibility. Alright, with that being said, இன்னைக்கு என்ன நாள், ஏன் இந்த வெபினார், எதுக்காக இந்த வெபினார் அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, இன்னைக்கு எலெக்ஷன் டே இல்ல. This is a webinar brought to you all as a part of innovation series, and it is going to be on entrepreneurship skill development, attitude and behavior development. Before moving on to the nook and corner of today's event, I would like to humbly welcome our respected principal, Dr. A. Ramesh sir, the pillar of today's event, Dr.N.Sivakumar from Puducherry Technological University, teaches and the widespread sea of my fellow college mates. To address why these skills, which differ away from our technical skills we term are important, in short, these skills will make up the core of you when you step into the world of professionals. I, with every one of you here, hope to be inspired and step out of this webinar with new ideas. Chennai Institute of Technology is an engineering college that offers world-ready and universally accepted standards. It will be the constant attempt of our institution to move forward in true spirit of ability-driven education, and we will continue our endeavors towards providing holistic and quality education. These are golden words by a respected principal. Now, I would like to invite our principal sir to grace us with his presence and address the gathering.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Prasanna. Respected guest for today's function, Dr. N.Sivakumar from Puducherry Technological University. Dr. Ponnuswamy, Dean Computer Science and Engineering. Dr. Karthik, Professor in Mechatronics Engineering, and other office bearers of Institution Innovation Council, and dear students. A happy noon to all of you. Dear students, you are well aware that our college is having an Institution Innovation Council, and through that we are regularly organizing a number of programs to inculcate the entrepreneurial skills amongst our students. Over the past 3 years, the Institution Innovation Council is conducting regular activities, and out of that, many students have commenced their startup in our campus, and many of our alumni have become successful entrepreneurs. For the performance of the Institution Council, our council is receiving highest star rating from Ministry of Education every year. Even in the current year, we have received the highest star rating for its performance. And almost every week, we are conducting one program, And today we have a very good guest with all of us, Dr.N.Sivakumar. So he will be interacting with you about the entrepreneurial skill. Dear students, I think most of you attending this particular program are having passion towards becoming a successful entrepreneur. I hope that you are all want to have your own startup even before you completing your graduation. Yes, Chennai Institute of Technology is the right place for that, and we, apart from giving importance to our teaching learning process, we also give importance to our students to prune their future. To lay their future. So those students, those really want to have a placement. Yes, we have a very good scheme, a very good training program for all of them. So by that, they are getting good placement. In fact, during the current year, the batch which is going to get graduated in 2022, May or June, almost 95% of the students have already been placed. They not only been placed, they also been placed with the highest starting salary packages. And similarly, as I said earlier, many students, they also wanted to pursue their higher studies after completing their undergraduate engineering program at Chennai Institute of Technology. So for them also, through higher education cell of our institution, we regularly conduct a lot of program and give training for them to appear for different competitive exams. And through that, we hope that this year, around more than 25 to 30 of our students will be proceeding for their higher studies in abroad universities. And the third important thing is becoming an entrepreneur. I think many students, not only students, their parents are also having that as the objective of joining the Chennai Institute of Technology. So after completion of your engineering program, they want to have their own startup either inside the campus or outside the campus. So for that also, through Institution Innovation Council, we regularly conduct program by inviting guests like Dr.N.Sivakumar. And also we are regularly organize a lot of field visit also to go and visit the entrepreneurial park, research park, etc. And apart from that, Chennai Institute of Technology is also having a Section 8 company in the name of Chennai Institute of Technology Business Incubation Forum. And through that, they also provide infrastructure facility and other supporting service facility to have your startup. So dear students, you are having a very good opportunity at Chennai Institute of Technology to have your own startup, even you get graduated out of Chennai Institute of Technology. So I request all of you to attend all these programs and interact with the guest and try to get as much as information that is essential for you to become a successful entrepreneur. All the best and thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you for yet again inspiring us with your golden words, sir. To engage in academic and research environment and contribute for learning community towards progress and growth through hard work and intelligent teamwork. It is such a noble career objective. Dr. N. Sivakumar is a faculty member of Puducherry Technological University. He completed his PhD in Computer Science and Engineering in 2014. He also has done his Master's in Technology, that is in Computer Science and Engineering, MBA in International Business, and Master's in Human Resource Management. With a teaching experience of over 17 years, Dr. N. Sivakumar has organized ACM ICPS International Conference on Informatics and Analytics in 2016, has been a conference reviewer and session chair for conferences organized in Puducherry Technological University. He has also published 27 international journals, attended 22 international conferences, 1 national, 3 Asia Pacific conferences, and 1 national convention. He has also delivered 44 expert guest lectures. It is my honor to welcome you, sir, and with all of it, I would like to welcome you to the podium.
Thank you. Fine. So, can I proceed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can proceed.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
Okay. Fine. So, a warm good afternoon to one and all present here. First of all, I thank the college for giving me an opportunity to interact with young buddies. And it was a nice introduction from the first year student. And to start with, myself, Dr. N.Sivakumar. I'm working as assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. In addition to that, I'm taking care of MBA department. So in MBA, we have a specialized course called entrepreneurship. Probably you might have come across MBA in human resource, MBA in finance, right? And MBA in other okay, MBA in other specializations. But in our college, we have a specialization itself as entrepreneurship, MBA in entrepreneurship. In addition to that, MBA in international business. I am taking care of that department as program coordinator. Okay. So with that, a few part about me. And one more thing about this topic and the relationship between myself being a technical person. We have a Atal Incubation Center in our college. Atal Incubation Center is a place where the students can make use of the infrastructural capacity to become an entrepreneur, right? So only few institute among around 20 or 25 throughout India. Our institute is one among having Atal Incubation Center. So I'm the coordinator and a member of entrepreneurship development cell in our college. And I think having a role of entrepreneur. And one more thing, I would like to convey one more thing. Thing is, I myself have started a company called TechMed Solutions Private Limited, which takes care of software development. And myself is the director of that particular company. So I myself is an entrepreneur. Though I'm working as a assistant professor in a college, I myself is an entrepreneur. So I think I have some sort of relationship with entrepreneurship. Probably that makes me a binding for this particular session. Okay. So with that small note, let me start my presentation. Okay. So is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the topic of interest is going to be entrepreneurship, and we have some more about attitude and all. Let me cover that. Right. Now, let me start from the basic. In the sense, say for example, during your school days, right? So what is going to be your ultimate intention? So during your, say for example, during your +2, right? So what will be running in your mind during your +2? What is the main factor that runs in your mind?
Sir, being a +2 student, exams, year-end exams, obviously, that and your career path.
Now that, yes, you might have some passion towards doing a course and so and so, but whatever may be, that depends upon the marks, right? So
Yes, sir.
probably during your +2, right, your ultimate like aim or goal, that might be getting good marks.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, whatever may be the mark, somehow or the other, doesn't matter. Sometimes you may get some expected mark, right? Sometimes you might get some unexpected mark also. That unexpected mark may vary in two ways. One thing, you might expect some lesser mark, but fortunately or unfortunately, you might got some good marks. And vice versa is also possible, right? Now, after getting some good marks, right? Now the point is, based upon the marks, what sort of courses that you're going to choose. There are plenty of courses, right? Probably in front of you after completing your after completing your +2, starting from engineering, medical, like fashion technologies, arts, science, economics. There are so many things, but probably we people from the beginning we have been trained or we have been pampered in such a way that in front of us there will be only two courses. One is engineering and one more is medical. There are some superb courses other than engineering and medical also. Okay, but still these two seems to be a professional courses, and obviously that will be in front of us, and in particularly in front of the eyes of the parents, right? So it doesn't matter based upon your marks, right? You might have chosen some course, right? Fine. Now assume that you people chosen engineering, right? On one point of time you have chosen engineering. Yes, this marks won't be sufficient for getting your medical, or you're not good enough to score in a NEET exam, right? So finally you ended up with engineering, right? Now after ending up with engineering, again there might be a confusion, right? Which course I'm supposed to choose? Is that a mechanical, civil, triple E, chemical, computer science, IT, right? There are so many courses. Probably there are is there any specific course people in the forum, or mixer of people are there in this forum? Is this only computer science, or other students are also there?
Sir, I think we have a mixture of students.
Okay, so now the question is this, right? If a particular student, Prasanna, right? You are?
Yes, sir.
Okay, why you have chosen computer science?
Sir, my interest from computer science started in childhood, sir. I wanted to do something, and if it was to do something, I wanted to do it in the field of computers.
Okay, right. So you have some sort of interest, basic interest and passion towards computer science, and you have chosen that, right? That is not the case for everybody. So when people among among all the engineering courses, right? Most people prefer one particular course. Any guesses? Any guesses for that particular course? Many parents or others, relatives, right? When they talk about courses, engineering courses, they will ask us to select this. What is that particular course?
CS, sir, maybe.
CS is one, right?
Yes.
And one more thing, probably many of the people, right, they go for ECE. I don't know whether you come across this or not. Many of the people prefer ECE. When asked why, right, they will convey with this particular answer, stating that if you take ECE, we can get job opportunities even from electronic side, and one more side, that is computer science. So that will be their reply. But up to my knowledge, I've been in placement also for more than 5-6 years as a coordinator, right? If I take up some 10-15 years of placement records in my own college, right, almost 90% of the students are going for IT industry. Doesn't matter what course they have studied, doesn't matter whether it is ECE, mechanical, civil, chemical, doesn't matter, right? And one more thing, I will go across this. When there is an option between CSE and IT, most people prefer CSE. Do you guess why? Do you guess why?
Job offers, sir.
Is that any differentiation among CSE and IT? Do you think that MNCs, right, prefer only CSE compared to IT? Is that so?
Not that way, sir.
Then among parents also, in our Puducherry state, we have some private colleges where for CSE department the donation will be higher, but for IT the donation, sometimes there is no donation, and sometimes it is very, very less donation when compared to computer science. But the point is, people will rush towards the high donation area, that is computer science. Do you guess any guesses what might be the reason? Any guesses what might be the reason? I don't think so. There is any sort of differentiation among CSE and IT. Wherever you go for government employment or any sort of MNC companies, right? CSE and IT are treated very equally. No differentiation at all. But
sir, a person in the chat, sorry to interrupt, sir, a person in the chat box says, is it because CSE is a traditional branch?
Yes, might be, right? And we have one more dump reason, right, stating that even some parents nowadays they will be conveying even to me also. So computer science na adu nalla irukum sir, IT na epona down aidum sir. This is the statement I hear. They come, normally there is a trend, right? IT field will go down at one particular moment of time, right? So people confuse this computer science and IT. According to them, IT is that, right? IT down ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா என்ன பண்றது? அப்ப IT கோர்ஸ் வேண்டாம், CSE போலாம். CSE படிச்சா மட்டும் எங்க போக போறாங்க? IT field தான் போக போறாங்க. Is that clear? So that is one dumb reason people come across. Doesn't matter. Now, people who are sitting in this particular presentation, right? You might have chosen a particular department for some reason. One thing is no option. You got only this particular course for your mark, and one more your parents insisted, and one more your brother or relatives insisted, right? I don't know how many people who really wanted a particular course and doing that particular course. I'm not very sure about that, but few people might be. But whatever might be, now right now you people resided at one particular course, right? Either civil, mechanical, CSE, IT, EC, or whatever maybe. Now that course is fixed for you, right? Now the point is, when it comes to, right, after completing a course, for any people, doesn't matter what like a subject you study, what specialization you choose, right? There is only two options in front of you. One thing is you want to be an employee working under someone, or you want to be an entrepreneur employer, right? And you might give some job opportunities to others. So there are only two options in front of you, right? Maybe you might say I may go to higher studies. Yes, possibilities. But after higher studies also only these two options. After higher studies you might start a company, or you might work under some company. These are the two options, right? Now, when it comes to colleges, this entrepreneurship is a particular terminology that has been heard so many times among colleges, among our government, right? I guess only this particular terminology is being famous for the last 5 to 7 years. Before that, nobody talks about entrepreneurship, right? In every college nowadays, everybody have entrepreneurship development cell. Probably in your college also, definitely there will be a cell called entrepreneurship development cell, where, right, people will help you to promote your entrepreneurial character or entrepreneurial journey. There is one more thing, placement cell, that helps you to get placement, job opportunities, right? This entrepreneurship development cell will help you, right, to do anything by your own. Okay. Now the point is, who is an entrepreneur? Obviously a person who sets up a business, right, by his own, taking some sort of financial risk. Obviously the purpose of taking risk is profit, right? Everybody here are working for profit. Okay. And one more, an individual who, rather than working as an employee, runs a small business and assumes all the risk and reward of a given business venture ideas. Point is, few people are not comfortable working under someone, right? I don't want to work under someone. I want to do anything and whatever that strikes my mind. I don't work with boundaries, right? I don't work with time limits, right? So I want to be an entrepreneur. I have some idea and I would like to implement that idea. It doesn't matter I'm going to be a great successful entrepreneur or not, but that sort of sense of satisfaction being an entrepreneur, that is more than sufficient for me. So that might be the mindset of few people. Okay. And the point is, though we have two ways, that is entrepreneurship and employee, to be an employee or to be an entrepreneur, right? Many people out of 100, almost 90-95 people will travel towards employee, in the sense to get some job opportunities and work under someone, get a regular salary, monthly salary, right? Safety salary. Okay, doesn't matter whether you got some sort of job satisfaction or not. That doesn't matter at all. You get your salary on time, right? So many people travel towards that particular direction, and only very few people, right? So only unique people, or we call it as few people, will travel towards entrepreneurship. Okay. Now, what might be the difference? Say, the point is, when it comes to, say, if you go and tell to your parents or to your friends that you want to be an entrepreneur, you have some idea, you want to implement that, and you have to run your own show, right? Probably the reply will be, why you are taking unnecessary risk. People won't support at the initial stage, right? Unless rather than we prove ourselves, right? People won't support. Right. But when it comes to employee, if you look into employee opportunities, right, there are so many opportunities, just like a funnel. Just imagine left side seems to be employment opportunity, the funnel with a bigger opportunities, right? Every people get into that, right? At one stage of the other, right? Stressed, bursted out, right? And when they come out of their retired life or ending up their career, right? They will end up like this, right? There is going to be very few people will come out in a much satisfied way. But when it comes to what we call it as entrepreneur in the right side, right? The reverse side of the funnel, where the space to enter into entrepreneurial like thing is going to be very, very small, right? Very few people can jump into it. Only risk taking ability, those who have risk taking ability will jump into that. Initially, the space is very less, very, very less. There might be so much of struggle. There might be so much of difficulties. There might be so much of rejections. There might be so much of negativity when you initially kickstart any of your own businesses. But somehow or the other, when you survive for a few years, right, the universe is yours. There are so many much of like opportunities in front of you being an entrepreneur. You ended up, right, you end up your career or your life in a much more satisfied way. So that makes the difference. And when it comes to again the difference, yes, right? So left side, if you see as an employee, right, you are bounded some rules, policies, like restrictions. You cannot just like do anything whatever you want, right? Whatever your higher authority tells you, doesn't matter whether it is right or wrong, though your instinct tells you that it is wrong, you cannot go across that. You have to obey and you have to go across that. But obviously, right, there will be some security in the sense like job security will be there. You can plan your like financial aspect based upon your salary. In business, this month might be huge and next month might be lesser. You cannot plan it, right? So, but when it comes to entrepreneurship, of course, the main most important thing is going to be your freedom, right? So you are free to do whatever you want in a prospective way, right? And again, coming to entrepreneur, who is an entrepreneur, right? According to us, entrepreneur is the one who lives a few years of his life like most people won't, so that he can spend the rest of his life like most people can't. Excellent definition. You can read it by yourself once. Just imagine at the initial stage, right? One person will be working in an MNC, earning lakhs and lakhs, but one more person might have started his entrepreneurial journey. Initially, definitely he won't have the ability, because he has to survive in the market and he has to explore the market, and finally he has to rule the market. So at the initial stage, you might not got some good revenue generation, right? At that particular moment of time, if you feel taking an employment itself, in the sense of to work in somewhere, that itself I might get some good salary. If you think in that way, right, you cannot be a great entrepreneur. Initially, yes, you have to struggle. Initially, yes, you have to go across so many burdens and risk. But at one moment of time, right, you will spending your lifetime, right, that other people can't. In the sense, there might be a huge difference upon being an entrepreneur and working as an employee. Okay. Now, this is the core thing, right? As an entrepreneur, I create, I take risk, I live my passion, and of course, I'm an entrepreneur. If you want to be an entrepreneur, yes, I sacrifice, I work hard, I work smart, I am a professional, I am building my own empire, right? I'm the master of my destiny, and of course, I'm an entrepreneur, right? So that sort of, if you have that sort of sensation in your mindset, right, and you can be a great entrepreneur, right? Now, and one more thing, it's a general opinion, right, stating that business பண்ணா நிறைய சம்பாதிக்கலாம், businessனா நிறைய earnings வரும், நிறைய லாபம் வரும், something like that. Employee na fixed salary தான், right? Monthly 50,000, monthly 1 lakh or 2 lakh, that will be fixed, right? But when you go to business, even in 1 month, if you're working out in a greater way, if you're getting a great order, you might earn a profit of 10-15 lakhs in 1 month itself. So this is one more thing, business na nalla sambharikalam, right? That is few mindset, right? But if that is going to be true, if business pona nalla sambharikalamன்றது ட்ரூவா இருந்ததுன்னா, just imagine everybody's mindset will be what? I want to be an entrepreneur. Right? Since everybody knows that if I'm being an entrepreneur, if I'm able to get some good money, everybody says that I want to be an entrepreneur, but that is not the case. Right? Every entrepreneur are not successful entrepreneur. Every entrepreneur are not like earning in lakhs and lakhs. Only the people who work as an entrepreneur. There are so many entrepreneurial qualities, right? Those people who have that quality, right, will survive in their entrepreneurial journey, right? So according to us, entrepreneurship is like riding a roller coaster, right? Just imagine roller coaster. There might be here bends and turns, right? The point is, many people, right, fear of roller coaster. Many people, right? So just like people who still fear on entrepreneurial journey. Business na innum ayyo adala namakku ottu varadu, adana risk, right? Adala set agadu, direen kavundrum. There are so many like mindset, right, about entrepreneurial journey. So few people fear about that, but few people enjoy that particular thing. Just like roller coasters, few people fear on that and few people enjoy that particular ride, right? The same way entrepreneurial journey also, right? Few people fear on that and many people enjoy that. Okay. Now, as an entrepreneur, right, if you want to be an entrepreneur, I repeat, there are so many opportunities in front of you. So many opportunities. One and only thing is you have to sit and understand yourself, right? Not understanding others or not understanding the world or not understanding the market, right? First you have to understand who you are and what you are capable enough. That is very important, right? Now, to start with, right, if I ask you how many holes are there in this shirt, what might be the response? What might be the response? How many holes are there in this particular shirt?
7.
7. Any other? Is there any members typing in the chat box? You can tell me. How many holes are there in the shirt, t-shirt?
6, I think.
6. Any other answers in the chat box?
Another person says 6.
6.
One person says 8.
8, yes.
6, 8. Again, 6.
6.
One person says 9.
9, okay. Okay, from this perspective, whatever you see in the slide, right? I guess, right? Probably I might have some 8 holes, right? Neck 1 hole, 2 hands, right? So totally 3. At the bottom, right? 4. And you see some 2 holes in the middle of the t-shirt, right? You
Yes.
are able to see the background. If you're able to see the background, what does it mean?
They are present on the back
holes,
also.
right? Do you understand now? So there are 8 holes when you look at in this way. But just imagine I am turning that particular t-shirt in an upside down. In the sense I'm just reversing that particular t-shirt. Who knows? There might be so many small holes at the backside. So many small holes at the backside. Backside holes cannot be visualized from front side, right? But from visualizing in the front side, you can see that there might be 8 holes. But who knows? There may be, right, so many number of holes at the backside of the t-shirt. The point is, in our technical field or technological field, right? If you take computer science, right? People talk about IoT, data analytics, cloud computing, Amazon Web Services. Is that clear? So these are machine learning, artificial intelligence, right? So these are the core domains people talk about. But do you think these are the only few domains where people can survive or succeed? Definitely no, right? So as a computer science perspective, these topics are fine. Just like seeing from one angle, we have some 8 holes. The same way, from seeing from one perspective, we have some 8 hot topics in computer science. But there are so many topics when you get into deeper, just like the hidden holes at the backside of this particular t-shirt. The same way, when you want to start with an entrepreneurial journey, right? Like, don't look into the world in front of you. Whatever you see that is not real, you have to explore the complete thing. Then only you come to know the exact situation or scenario of the entrepreneurial journey or the market that you would like to survive, right? And next we have to go into, now I have a question for you, right? Everybody wants to be a successful person. Everybody wants to be a successful person, right? Now, there was a survey conducted by Stanford University. There was a survey conducted by Stanford University. The survey is, right, what is the skill that is much needed to be a successful person? Options were given. Option number 1, domain expertise. Option number 2, soft skills. I repeat, I have given 2 options. Which is more needed? Which skill is more needed to be a successful person? Of course, you can say both the things are needed, but I want only one answer. Most needed to be a successful person. Is that domain expertise or is that the soft skill? I need some more answers. I need some more answers in the text box. I'm going to watch the text box.
Soft skills, sir.
Okay, your answer. I need some more answers in the text box. Yeah, some more answers I would like to have. Soft skill, soft skill, soft skill. Yes, yes. Okay, soft skill shortcut. Soft skill, soft skill. Okay, right. So among the oh my God, thank you, Nivashini. One different answer, domain expertise, right, or experience, whatever may be. Now the point is, when it comes to right, when it comes to again, right, we are talking about the options, right? Many people have told the soft skill, right? And of course, the survey results is also the same, right? The point is, this is the studies conducted by Stanford University. Okay, the point is 87.5% of the people voted for soft skill, and only 12.5% people voted for domain expertise. And of course, when I ask you, I can see that same sort of response from your side also. But the hard part is, right, the amount of time, effort, and money that we are spending is more, almost 93% for domain expertise and only almost less than 7% for soft skill. Do you accept this or not? The most of the time, effort, money that we are spending is for domain expertise, right? Even though we strongly believe that soft skill is very important, do we spend some time? Do we put some effort? Do we spend money to gain or to explore, right, a soft skill? Definitely no. The soft skill la eppo varuna third year mudiyumodo, right, placement nu onnu start agum every college, right, third year end la or final year starting la, right, appo ஆரம்பிப்பாங்க காலேஜ்ல third year say ஒரு fifth semester end லயோ sixth semester லயோ personality development program அப்படினு ஒரு 1 week, right? Just imagine if a particular person can change the personality of, right, a person in 1 week. Oh my God, he's God, he's genius, right? So just imagine soft skill nu varumbodhu, what are the characteristics or what are the contents that come in the soft skill? Soft skill na varum
Communication.
Okay, communication. 1 week la communication vandruma.
It comes with practice.
Just imagine. Yeah, of course we have to practice. We have to practice. At the first year lande we have to, not just going for a course or something like that. Somehow or the other, right? Doesn't matter whether you talk in a right way or not, grammatically or not. You have to talk among friends. Some people tease us. Some people laugh at us. Everything will happen. Everything will happen. But, right, just imagine that you are growing. Those people who are laughing, they will stay there. You are growing with your communication skill. That fear factor, you are coming out of that sort of fear factor. Okay, so that is very, very important. So soft skill, that is very, very important. So the point is, soft skill is not the one that has to be learned from somewhere, going to course or 1 week course, 2 week course. Yes, probably they will fine tune you, right? Soft skill is listening. Listening is an important characteristics of a soft skill. Now I believe that you people are listening to me, right? You are responding something when I ask you something. Few people are responding in the chat box. That is a soft skill. That is a soft skill. Just imagine, right, in a class, if it is a live class, people sitting, say 60 members are sitting, right? As a class teacher, myself, I'm asking you a question, right? It's a very simple question that everybody knows. How will be your response? அப்படியே கோரஸா ஆன்சர் சொல்லுவீங்களா? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
அப்படியே கோரஸா சொல்லுவீங்க. Just at that particular moment of time, உங்களோட ஹார்ட் பீட், உங்களோட நேச்சர் ஆஃப் ஹார்ட் பீட் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப நார்மலா இருக்கும். இட் வில் பி வெரி நார்மல். ஏன் கோரஸா கத்துறோம், யார் சொல்றோம் தெரியாது. ஓகே, ஸோ உட்காந்துட்டே சொல்றோம், ரைட்? நவ் ஐ சேஞ்ச் இன் த சென்ஸ், கும்பலாலாம் சொல்ல வேண்டாம். டோன்ட் லைக் ஆன்சர் இன் அ கோரஸ் வே. I want one person to answer it. அவ்வளவுதான். பின் ட்ராப் சைலண்ட். அந்த மாதிரி பின் ட்ராப் சைலண்ட்டை வாழ்க்கையிலே பார்த்துருக்க மாட்டோம். when I ask somebody, one person has to tell the answer ன்னு சொன்ன உடனே, right, there will be a pin drop silent. Point is, though you people know the answer, that is very important. Answer தெரியலனா தலை குனிஞ்சு நிக்கிறது, that is different. You people know the answer, but still nobody will come out. கேக்குறாங்களா பாப்போம். நம்மள பின் பாயிண்ட் பண்ணி சார் கேட்டாருன்னா அப்ப சொல்லிக்கலாம், right? So that will be the mindset. That will be the mindset. Just imagine, now I'm asking why pinpointed somebody, right? Everybody will be praying, ஐயோ நம்மள சொல்லிட கூடாதுன்னா வேண்டிட்டு இருப்ப, that is different. But somehow or the other, I pinpointed one particular person, say X, right? I asked, say X, please answer, right? Now that particular person answering, right, in a sitting mode, உட்கார்ந்துட்டே ஆன்சர் பண்றார். Now again there will be a difference in the heartbeat. கோரஸா அவரே ஆன்சர் பண்ணிருப்பார்ல, அந்த டைம் அவருக்கு இருந்த ஹார்ட் பீட்டுக்கும் இப்போ உட்கார்ந்துட்டே ஒருத்தர் இண்டிவிஜுவல் ஆன்சர் பண்றாரு இல்லையா, அந்த ஹார்ட் பீட்டுக்கும் do you think there will be a difference? Do you think there will be a difference?
Yes, sir.
Of course, yes. Now I'm going one step ahead. இல்ல உட்கார்ந்துன்னு சொல்லாத, please stand up and then answer. இப்போ ஹார்ட் பீட் எப்படி இருக்கும்?
இன்னும் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகும் சார்.
இன்னும் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆயிருக்கும். மீனிங், you my god, everybody are focusing me, everybody will be watching me. If I have some sort of tongue slip, if I like do something, right, so that will be a shame on us, right? Everything will be running in that short time moment, so heartbeat will be higher. Now I'm telling, no, like அங்க நின்னு சொன்னா எனக்கு, I'm not hearing you properly. Come to the podium கிட்ட வந்து பேசு. What happens now? What happens now?
That's all, sir. Total damage.
வெடிச்சிரும் heart. Okay, so the point is, just imagine the same person next time, right? I'm asking the same X person to answer something. Do you think yesterday there is some sort of heartbeat change, right? Do you think the same sort of things will be experienced by today also by the same person? Definitely sure. No, right? Third time, fourth time, fifth time, if I'm asking the same person to come to the podium and talk something about or answer something about, do you think the same first time effect will be there in the fifth time also?
No, sir.
Definitely no. Fifth time he will be very casual. Just like that, he come out of the desk, come to the podium, answer whatever I ask, and casually he will go across. The point is, unless or other than you experience that for minimum 3 to 5 times, how can you come out of that? So that and all are the opportunities. When people asking you question, don't think that you are helping that person who is asking question by answering. Definitely no, you are helping yourself. You are crossing the boundary, in the sense you have some limitations, you have some boundary built within yourself. You have to cross that, you have to come out of that. Okay, now as I told you, communication skill, yes, very, very important. You have to practice. as an entrepreneur, right? Normally Tamil onu solluvaanga vaayullam polchipan solluvaanga. Am I right? Adu entrepreneurship or business la irukrava, right? That communication skill na people believe that abde Peter English la pesradha communication skill. Definitely no. I repeat, for your kind information, communication skill is not that speaking continuously in an American English or a Britain English. Definitely no. Speaking legibly, understandably, right? So that other people can understand what you're talking. That is more important. Doesn't matter, this communication not necessarily be in English. Tamiliye நீ சொல்ல வர விஷயத்தை தெளிவா உன்னால சொல்ல முடிஞ்சதுன்னா, if you are able to convince a particular person in your own language, அது தமிழா இருக்கட்டும், தெலுங்கா இருக்கட்டும், மலையாளமா இருக்கட்டும், whatever may be the language, Hindi, your own mother tongue, doesn't matter. But when you are able to talk, that is important. What language is secondary, but whether you are able to talk, connect with people, socialize with people, right? Convince people, mingle with people, that is very, very important. That is what communication skill is all about. Okay, so that you have to, when you can talk, right? So you have to come out of some barriers, just like the stage fears. Obviously, when there is an opportunity to make yourself on stage, you have to make use of this. Just imagine now, a person, they say Prasanna, he's taking care of anchoring or introducing me or anchoring this particular program. So this is an opportunity for himself to prove himself or to fine-tune himself, to learn something from himself, right? So this is an opportunity. This opportunity might be given to everybody, but only few people took up that and making use of that, and he is one among that particular guy who take up that particular opportunity and exploring, right? So we have to, whenever there is a chance for you to come out and talk something in front of a gathering, please make use of that particular opportunity. Doesn't matter whether you are perfect, right, like in English or not, that doesn't matter at all. Nobody is perfect here. Nobody is perfect here, right? In that case, you can talk whatever that comes from your mind and heart. Okay, and one more very, very major thing that is screwing nowadays the youngsters, right? Inferiority complex, right? There are so many reasons. When I go to some colleges, right, and talking about that, they have so many, it seems to be very kiddish reasons being inferior, but people are there. Color kammiya irukku, gunda irukum, being very fat, being very lean, right? Color complexions, right? Height, kullum, short, right? There are so many reasons for them to be inferiority complex. Just imagine, I go across one particular person, probably many people come across this particular person. Who's this? Anybody come across this particular person? Probably you might have. Anybody get any guesses? Any guesses? Okay, this particular person name is Nick Wojcik, right? Nick Wojcik. The thing is, the physique of this particular person is this. This person doesn't have 2 arms and doesn't have 2 legs. This is the complete physique. Whatever you look into the particular picture, that was his complete physique. He doesn't have 2 hands and 2 legs. And of course, this person has no worries also. You know what this particular person is doing? He's moving around the world. Doesn't have legs, but he's moving around the world, right? And giving so many motivating lectures. Just imagine this particular auditorium. There might be thousands and thousands of people paid to hear his speech, right? So this is the person, right? He's been motivating school students, college students, company people, general public, moving around the world. He's a billionaire, millionaire. Just imagine this sort of inability. If we people have one small inability, that's it. That one reason will screw us. We'll end up with nothing, stating that simple reason. But this guy, like, oh my God, just imagine the life of a human without 2 hands and 2 legs. See, right? So that is very important. This person is loving his life, like, and living very happily. So the point is, it is not important what you have. It is very important what you do with what you have. So keep that in mind. Okay. Now, all these things will be there in and around negativity, selfishness, right? Inferiority complex, self-doubt, shyness, ego, stage fear, everything will be there. We have to clear all these clouds one after another. It is not a cinema. சினிமால ஒரே பாட்டுல கலெக்டர் ஆயிடுவாங்க, ஒரே பாட்டுல பணக்கார ஆயிடுவாங்க. So this is not cinema. We have to come out, but stage by stage. We have to make use of the opportunities. Then you can come out of these things one after another. Okay. Now, what is this? What is this?
Iceberg.
An iceberg. Whatever you see, right? Probably Titanic padam paathirundinga the iceberg patti theriyum. Such a huge strong iceberg, right? Adu avlo periya Titanic kappale demolish. So that much strong it is. So whatever we see on the top of the water is very mild, right? But the point is, right, the iceberg on the bottom pathinga appadina avlo strong ah irukuma. Whatever you see on the top, that is different. That base seems to be very, very stronger, very, very stronger, right? So the point is, this is what and the male irukadhu vandu pathinga appadina it's success. What everybody see only the people who get succeeded, how they got succeeded. That is very important. That is their base. They might have come across disappointments. They might have come across some sacrifices, failures, persistence, hard work, dedication, everything they might have put in, and as a resultant they might have got success. But people only see the mild part, that is whatever you see on the top of water, that is success. No people will be a successful person, right, without undergoing whatever on the base. Okay, fine. So everybody everybody accepts this particular point, right? Knowledge is power. Everybody accepts, right? Now the point is, now I have a question for you, right? Hope everybody see the screen. I have given a course. The course content is practical and theoretical. The time for the course is 1 week. Okay, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the sense a full day course, 1 week full day course, and they charge in some pounds, 1,250 pounds plus VAT something. Okay, and you forgot about the dates because I took this particular from older dates. Doesn't matter. Now the question is, I want the guesses from your side what the course is all about. What the course is all about. This course will teach you practical and theoretical. 1 week course. What might be the theme of the course? What will be the course here? Any guesses?
Personality development.
Personality development. I can't go and see the chat. If people typed in chat, and Prasanna, please help me.
Sure, sir.
I
Sure,
need some
sir.
responses. I definitely need some responses. What might be the course? One week course என்னவா இருக்கும்?
Maybe another crash course of some sort, sir.
Yeah, tell me what crash course means. What? என்ன டாபிக்ல இருக்கும்?
Public speaking.
Public speaking, okay. 1 week programming language இருக்கலாம். C language, C++,
Yes, sir.
spoken English, mehenthi design. Correct?
Yes,
எதுவேனா
sir.
இருக்கலாம்.
Yes, sir.
Right? So the actual course is this 1 week haircutting course. 1 week haircutting course. So the point I would like to convey here is, doesn't matter what job, right? Might be haircutting looks simple. Haircutting then what is there? No. Unless or other than you have some knowledge, you cannot survive. Even for hair cutting, you need some knowledge. Even for hair cutting, you need some sort of training. Just imagine, can you, like, we go to saloon, பார்க்குறோம் எப்படி ஹேர் கட் பண்றாங்கன்னு பார்க்குறோம். ரொம்ப சிம்பிளா இருக்கே அப்படின்னு நம்ம ஃப்ரெண்டுக்கு நம்ம வெட்டி விட முடியுமா? நம்மள வெட்டிடுவோம். Yes or no? Right?
Yes, sir.
Seems to be simple. பார்க்கிறதுக்கு அப்படியே எடுக்கிறாங்க, லைக் சீப் எடுக்கிறாங்க, சிசர் எடுக்கிறாங்க, ஈஸியா தான் இருக்கு, பார்க்க ஈஸியா இருக்கு. That doesn't matter. So the point is, ஒரு hair cutting கே unless or then you need training அப்படின்னா, just imagine, you might choose any of your field. அது எந்த டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் இருக்கலாம், எந்த கோர்ஸ் இருக்கலாம், எந்த ஸ்பெஷலைசேஷன் இருக்கலாம். Unless or then you got some good training, unless or then you got some good experience, unless or then you got some hands-on experience, practical experience, then you cannot survive. Right? So that is the like point here. So whatever may be the topic of interest, get into deeper, understand that in a deeper way, practically try to implement that, right? Then you can be a successful person. This is applicable for entrepreneurial journey. Or entrepreneurship ஆகும்னா just like that பண்ணும். ஒரு product developmentல just like that பண்ணிட முடியாது. You have to understand the product. அதுல வர plus and minuses கம்ப்ளீட்டா அதோட skeleton நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். What is the existing product? What is the deficiency in the existing product? In what way I'm going to overcome the deficiency in the existing product so that I come out with a new product? Everything. Then only you can be a successful person. Okay? Now, and how many people accept this? How many people accept this?
So me, sir.
Okay, the point is, right, in your class, if you think, right, there are so many people and every people will be talented in one thing or the other. Everybody cannot be the same. Everybody cannot be the same. Right? So CSE join பண்ணிருப்பாங்க or ECE join பண்ணிருப்பாங்க, but one ECE fellow might be great in programming when compared to even a CSE guy. Happens. One CSE guy can be getting more interest in the circuit design than the ECE guy. Possibility is there. It doesn't matter what course you are studying, what drives you, what is passionate about. That is more important, right? So choose your domain, where you are strong, which core thing that you are good enough. That is very important. And this guy, this is a Puducherry Engineering College guy who did his MTech, right? He got some great rewards from Facebook, Yahoo, right? You know, the purpose of the objective of this particular guy is to identify bugs in Facebook and Yahoo. He identified the bugs and he got some rewards, some $5,000, $10,000. He was very famous during that time, getting awards, getting rewards. Now right now he is a security specialist working for Infosys. Right? So that is his talent. That way, what is your talent? Just think it out. Right? This guy, though an engineering graduate, right, he is selling some sort of sapling in a great way and he became a successful entrepreneur. You cannot say that, sir, I completed my BTech computer science. It's a great engineering course. Do you think that I go and sell saplings? So it's a great insult, sir. Please, guys and girls, right? That doesn't matter at all what you are studying or what you studied. Do a job, do an entrepreneurial journey in an effective way, in a passionate way, in a successful way, in a happy way. That is more important, right? And now, to be an entrepreneurial person, this principle, there is something called effectuation principle. This principle is very, very important. So all of you, right, can think about this particular effectuation principle. Now I'm going to state that. Number 1, bird in hand. Now you just think of, yes, I want to be an entrepreneur, but what should I do now? You have interest to be an entrepreneur, but what should you do now? So the first principle is bird in hand principle. Bird in hand states this. So you want to be an entrepreneur. Now write it in a paper. What is your ability? What is your skill set? What is your talent? What you can build? right? If you want to be an entrepreneur, you should have some sort of capability, right? What capability or skill set you have, just list it out, right? If you feel that these skill set are enough to be an entrepreneur, go ahead. If you feel that these skill set, whatever you referred, that won't help me, right? Then build some new skill sets. Build some new skill set, right? One particular person in our college, right? He doesn't have a great communication skill. I mean English. He can talk Tamil, right? He become a YouTuber. Nowadays that is going to be great, right? He become a YouTuber. Last year he completed his BTech mechanical in our college, right? He started his YouTube channel in the year 2000 this is 22, right? 2019 he started. Now he has some lakhs and lakhs of subscribers. He's earning great. Now recently he has been nominated for a digital award. Normally, probably you might have heard some black sheep. Those people will be giving some awards. He has been nominated. We are very proud that he is our student. His talent is talking. He will talk Tamil, not English. Right? His his channel is Agni Tamil. His channel name is Agni Tamil. He's very famous. Now there was a Sun TV or program on Narthananga, right? He has been participated all the this sort of digital people, YouTubers, successful YouTubers. They all joined together and celebrated Pongal. It was telecasted in TV. This fellow, our student, is one among them. It's a proud moment. He has that ability. That is what I'm asked. That is what Bird in Hand is all about. What is your ability with which we can do something? Think it of. Number 2, affordable loss. Right? The point is loss or profit. Right? These two things are predominant in any business. Right? So whatever we do or whatever we invest, it should be an affordable loss. Affordable loss in the sense manageable loss. Right? Loss doesn't mean only money. Your time, effort, everything is a loss. If you're spending 2 years together, right, and you have not succeeded anything, right, but you have not invested anything, you can't say that I don't have any loss since you have not invested anything. No, 2 years is a great loss. 2 years time is a great loss. 2 years of your effort is a great loss. Right? So see to that everything should be a manageable loss. And third one is crazy equal. Crazy equal meaning you might be good in one thing, but you want to do something great. For doing that something great, only your skill set is not sufficient. Right? You need people, right, who have some different skill set. Just imagine, we talk as if Director Shankar is a great director, right? National director, Brahmandamana director. That is what we state, right? Okay. Now the point is, he's a great director, but the association, if you see, right, he will take A.R. Rahman for music. Is that clear? Right? He will take a great cinematographer. He will take a great lyricist. Right? He will take a great stunt master. He will take a great there are so many departments, right? Everybody will be master in their own department, and he join hands with all. Then only that particular product will be a successful product. So the same way, you want to do something, not necessarily you alone should do that. There might be some like-minded people who got some different talents. You can join with them. You can do in a joint venture. So that is what crazy quilt is all about. And finally, it is lemonade principle. Lemonade is probably whatever you have, right? You have to do with that. If you have a lemon, probably you prepare a lemonade, right? Right. So with that, you got so many lemons. You want to do we have to do something only with lemon. Then of course we have to go for lemonade or pickle, whatever may be. The same way, whatever infrastructure you have, whatever investment you have, whatever talent you have, right, using that, right, you have to do something by your own. And finally, pilot on the plane. The pilot is the one who has the central control over the flight, right? The same way, right? After your journey of entrepreneurial journey, right? You have to have the entire control over the market, over the product, over the society, right? You have to rule the market. You have to rule the product. There might be similar product, but you have to rule. That is very important. That is, you have to have the central control over the product. So that is very, very important, right? So if you want to be an entrepreneur, just sit, right, and try to have these 5 principles. Bird in hand, list it out. What infrastructure ability you have, what investment you can have, what talent you have, what ability you have, what skill set you have, right? How much time you're going to spend for achieving this. After that, we cannot. So that is affordable loss. Join hands with others. That is crazy equal, right? So you have to go across this, right? And finally, right, in 10 minutes, I will conclude. Everybody wants to be a successful person. Everybody wants success in their life, a great career in their life, and a successful growth, right? To have a successful career and growth, right? So these are the steps. Number 1, it is passion. Number 1, it is passion. You have to be passionate about something, right? Say, for example, right? Passion is all about love, in the sense you have to do something out of love and not for money, right? If you're doing it for love, money will be the subproduct. Money will automatically comes to you. So do it for love, whatever may be the field, right? Spend some time, love it, and do it, right? So this person, right, I have some video clipping, but I don't have much time, right? So this person, Shankar, right? I don't know, you might have come across this or not. He started his career as a comedian. He started his career as a comedian. He played a comedian role in few movies, right? In the year, even 20-25 years back. But he was not successful. He was not successful. But still, right, that doesn't end there. That his career doesn't end there. His passion towards the film industry, right? Now you can see where he is sitting. It's all about passion, right? And one more is, passion alone will not give you fruitful results. Yeah, you got some passion towards one thing, but you have to work according to that. You have to travel, right? You have to work hard, right? So all successful people work really, really hard. Nothing is coming just like that, right? I'll go for one simple thing. Who's this? Have you come across this person?
So is it Muhammad Ali?
Yes, right? He's Muhammad Ali, the great boxer. The great boxer. When he go to get into the arena, boxing arena, like while he's walking, he'll be saying this: "I'm the champion," right? "I'm the champion. I'm the champion." Right? That is, of course, positive attitude. But just for your kind information, positive attitude alone will not fetch you success. Positive attitude will increase the probability of success, but positive attitude alone will not fetch you success. With that particular positive attitude, he might have worked so much of hard. Just imagine, this is his statement: "I'm the greatest, I'm the champion, I'm the greatest, I'm the champion." இதை சொல்லிட்டே தான் அந்த பாக்ஸிங் அரேனாக்குள்ளேயே போவார் அவர். This statement, I love it. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion. Just imagine, training, boxing, காலைல எழுந்துக்கணும், எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணணும், ஹார்ட் ஒர்க், ஜிம்ல போயிட்டு அவ்வளோ இருக்கும், practice. Yeah, he hated every minute of training, probably. But what is his mindset? Don't quit, suffer now, and live the rest of your life as champion. இப்ப கஷ்டப்படு, rest of the life you live as a champion. But நம்மளாம் யோசிச்சு பாரு, ஒரு 4 நாள் காலையில எழுந்து ஏதாவது ஜிம் போறோமோ அவ்வளவுதான், 5th day எல்லாம் அவுட். Okay, so that should not be the case. And one more example, the Bach of Bollywood, everybody knows him, Shah Rukh Khan, right? Our like lifestyle, in the sense our background, yes, even like what I can say, the நூறு தலைமுறைக்கு சொத்து சேர்த்து வச்சிருக்காங்கன்னு சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, something like that. He has so much of money. He has so much of money, right? Just this is his like a fitness. Right, left side some 6 packs for the movie Om Shanti Om, and for the right side 8 packs for the movie Happy New Year. The point is, the question is, just imagine, to get this sort of fitness, how much of hard work, how much of training, how much of sacrifice. Now the question is these things needed for this particular guy? Do you think that he is doing just for the sake of money? Is that needed? Definitely no. Just ஒரு மூவில வந்து நடிச்சிட்டு போனாலுமே கோடி கோடியா கொடுக்கறதுக்கு ஆள் இருக்காங்க. Just for an advertisement, just a walk will give him crores and crores. He has so much of like IPL franchises, football, so many businesses. He is a crorepati, but he is spending so much of time for this hard work, for getting this sort of fitness, just because of the passion towards the industry, to prove something, to make his fans happy. Right? Just imagine the person who is having crores and crores of money, if he is working hard something like this to be in the market, to make the customers, in the sense the audience, happy. Just imagine what we people are doing. We have nothing, then what we people are doing, just imagine. Okay, I don't want all other stuffs, all cinematic stuffs, right? Next, third one is focus. Main important thing is focus yourself in one thing. Focus yourself in one thing, right? In the sense, be yourself and be unique. That is very, very important, right? 11, just skip getting time. And one more very important thing, don't compare yourself with others. This is very, very important. You be yourself. You be yourself. And this person, Bill Gates, he told, like, don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, right, you are insulting yourself. Just imagine, what a statement, right? Of course. And just imagine this, a national bird, peacock, such a beautiful, colorful bird. Yes, right, Toga Virishadna, like such a beautiful like view, right? But have you heard the voice of a peacock? That will be horrible, very, very horrible. Such a beautiful bird that doesn't have a sound like a voice. But this particular bird, we call it as kuruvi, kui, right? This seems to be like a less looking, it is not looking that much great, but its voice is great, right? So one people have one talent, another people might have some other. Just imagine, is this fine? How about this?
No,
Just
sir.
imagine A. Rahman would like to play cricket, and just imagine Sachin Tendulkar want to get some Oscars. Dirin Asa vandu A. Rahman, I want to play cricket and do something great for the nation. And Sachin Tendulkar immediately has some sort of curiosity to win Oscars. Is it possible? Two different fields, right? As long as these people are themselves, both can be happy, right? So that is very important here. And one more thing is, know your strength. That is very important. Don't compare with any other. They have their own strength. You have your own strength, right? Understand your strength. That is very important. Hare and tortoise story, many people might have come across, right? They both went for a race, right? The hare ran very faster, looked back, tortoise was coming long way, so he taken some rest. In the meantime, tortoise like crossed the winning line and wins the race. The moral of the story is, slow and steady wins the race. But the story doesn't end there. Now the hare sit and think about why we have lost it, and realize the mistake. Now went again to the tortoise. Yes, now we go for the race one more time. Yes, the tortoise readily accepted. The race started, right? This time the hare, like with full fledged, completed the winning line, just like that. What is the moral of the story? Consistency. Consistency is very, very important. right? You have to perform consistently. Even though Sachin Tendulkar seems to be a great master batsman, god of cricket, right? If he is not playing good cricket for 4-5 matches, then that's it. That's it. Commentators will start, the fans will start, right? Doesn't matter how much times the particular person wins for the country. That doesn't matter at all. Consistency is very, very important. Now, thought I sit and think of why we lost the game. Yes, now we decided and went back to Hare. Let us go for the race one more time. The race Hare also readily accepted. But the tortoise said, now this time I will choose the route. I will choose the route. Yeah, readily accepted. The race started. Hare, as usual, started full-fledged running towards the goal. Right? But the thing is, in between the goal post, there was a river flowing. The hare cannot cross that. The tortoise slowly came and get into the water, get out of the water on the other side, and wins the race. What is the moral of the story? Know your strength. Right? The strength of tortoise is it can survive both in water as well as in land. That is the strength. Accordingly, he's chosen the platform. So he's able to win it the same way. Right? You don't go or get into the platform where other people got succeeded. They got succeeded just because they have that ability. If you want to be successful, you choose what ability you have and which platform you can dance. That is very important. Right? And one more. This time, both the hare and tortoise become friends, and they want to run the race together, the same route. Right? So this time, in the land area, right, the tortoise sit on top of the hare and done faster. Now a river came. Now in the river's way, hare on the top of tortoise, right, get into the water, come out, and they together successfully completed that particular goalpost. The moral of the story is, right, teamwork. Right, you can do something great by individually, but still, unless then you team up with people, like-minded people, that will be a much more greater success. Okay. Now the fourth one is push. There is always need a push. Right? Push in the sense, say for example, there should not be any sort of shyness. There should not be any sort of self-doubt. You might have see this particular guy. Right? Doesn't matter. Just 2 legs he doesn't have, but still a happy soul. Right? We know the critiquing people like this. Right? We know these guys. Right? How many people know these guys? Batting, bowling with physically handicapped stage. People are there. Right? So doesn't matter what sort of ability, right? You have to survive. You have to go across. Okay? And nothing is impossible. And of course, the word itself says impossible. Right? This and all. And finally, idea. That is very, very important. For an entrepreneur, an idea is very, very important. Right? Say, earlier days, there was trunk or what we call it as suitcases, right? Heavy to drag or to, it was very difficult to carry. Right? After that, one small idea to keep wheels under them. One small idea, right? Very successful. Very, very successful. Right? Same way, there are so many great problems with small ideas, but that might solve that particular problem. And finally, persistence. Right? So I repeat, any success will not come overnight. Right? So we have to persist through time. Persistent through criticism, persistent through rejections, adversity, prejudice, and failures. You will come across as an entrepreneurial a person, right? You will come across all these things, but still you have to cross everything, right? And the point is, you are sitting in a class and a teacher is teaching you, right? But few people succeed and few people not, right? So this is an example. Same I have a boiling water. I put egg into that and I put potato into that. After that, after a few times, right, you took both potato and egg, right? The potato will become softer, and this egg become harder. The environment is the same. The circumstance is the same, right? but how you react, that matters, right? And finally, Ed, I told you many things. I told you many things, right? But whatever I do, it has to come from your side, right? If you want to do something great, mere lectures won't do the favor, right? Something that has to struck within yourself, right? தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவாங்க குதிரையை தண்ணி இருக்கிற இடத்துக்கு கொண்டு போய் சேர்க்க முடியும், பட் தண்ணியை குடிக்கிறதும் குடிக்காததும் குதிரையா நினைச்சா மட்டும்தான் முடியும். The same way, just imagine if an egg is broken from the outside force, life ends. If a broken from inside force, right, life begins. Okay, so whatever entrepreneurial irukala job irukala, whatever, right, the thing is it has to come from inside. So great things always begin from inside, and I wish you all that is something that has to come from inside of yourself, right? That might be an entrepreneurial journey, or it might be any sort of successful journey, but it has to come from inside, right? So I think with that few note, right, so let us do something great, and of course we have to do it, and let's do it. Okay, so with that few note, let me end up this particular session, and thank you one and all. Yes, Praveen, I completed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so very much, sir. Before ending the session, I would just like to ask one little doubt. That is,
Yes.
what would be the one advice you would like to give to young-minded people like us who are sitting and listening to you behind the screen?
One thing is build your skill set. That is
Okay,
very,
sir.
very important,
Okay, sir.
right? Please understand, writing program everybody can do. C program, C++, everybody can do. Even a dumb people, if you give that dumb people to me, right, in 1 month I can make that particular person as a great programmer, right? So the point is, skill set is very, very important, right? Skill set might be anything. Skill set might be anything, right? One person might be good in design, right? Say for example, one if my wife is a she can go for mehendi, right, in hand, in a greater design. If I have been given that opportunity, that's it. I cannot do that. Okay, so that is her skill set. Similarly, everybody have our own skill set. So you have to think it over, what you can concentrate, right, and what you can achieve. So build your skill set. In resume la nee poda pora appadina, resume just like that, imagine 10 resume irundhuna, that is meaningless. And the resume paakumbodhe, okay, that should be some sort of impression about yourself. அப்போ அந்த ரெஸ்யூம்ல எல்லாருமாலையும் எஸ்எஸ்எல்சி மார்க், +2 மார்க், இது மட்டும் இருந்ததுன்னா வாட் இஸ் தேர் ஹாபிஸ்? ஹியரிங் மியூசிக், வாட்சிங் மூவிஸ், gardening, right? Everybody will do that. What special thing is there in your resume? That is what I'm talking about, skill set. So that you have to definitely concentrate. Being first years, you have so much of time, and there are so many resources, right? YouTube la illadade kedayadu, internet la illadade kedayadu. You need not pay anybody.
Yes, sir.
Right? Go across, learn it, and you can build your skill set. That's it.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. With that being said, we have officially come to the other side of the lake. Thank you so very much for the time, sir. It was a very good time, and it was our pleasure listening to you. These words, sir, they for sure will be etched in our minds. As I said, we have come to the other side of the lake where the water ends and the thinking begins. I would like to take this time to thank every single person out here from the bottom of my heart for being a part of today, and I sincerely hope all of you had a good time. And I would like to thank the management for providing me with this wonderful opportunity. And I would also like to emphasize on the fact that we at CIT have been doing a lot to inculcate soft skills from the very beginning. And that is something I am really, really happy about. And I have realized that today. It is time that now we go rethink, rebuild, redesign, and reclaim. Happy Friday to all of you. Stay hydrated, stay well, sleep well, and stay happy. Also, all the very best for your upcoming exams if there are anyone. This is yours, Anbudan Prasanna, signing off. Nandri Vanakkam.
So thank you very much again to Dr. R. Ponnuswamy sir, who contacted me and arranged this particular session. And I thank the principal of the college, and I thank each and every student, because I can see some good responses when I ask some question. People responded, because that sort of thing, right? Getting some inputs from the audience side, that makes us much more effective from our side. So in that way, I'm very happy to have a part of this particular wonderful program, and thank you for the opportunity, and thank you one and all, and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We'll be ending the event. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.